doing, sir? You enjoying the protest? Yes, sir.
Oh, right here?
I ain't no racist, sir. Yeah, no, we just out here chilling. I ain't a kid either.
What you out here for? You out here for this?
Yes, sir. We're out here talking to the protest. We're seeing what's going on.
Yeah. Obviously, you ain't out here for us.
I'm out here just to hear give
You
the
out here
people
like on some
opinions.
white supremacy.
No.
You a white boy. That's how y'all did that.
Oh, really? There's
Yeah,
a lot of other
word,
white boys out here.
word. I know. You probably like all this shit that's going on, the white supremacy, all this shit. You know how y'all took over this land?
Yeah.
You know, there used to be Mexican land and all that, Native American Mexican land.
Yeah.
You know, your people came from Europe, came over here and did shit and built walls up, told them people they got to stay down there.
Yeah.
How would y'all like if somebody came over there in Europe and did it to y'all? How about we start
wasn't
purging y'all,
alive.
getting y'all out here and getting shit back to the Native Americans? How would you like that? Now your interview. How would you like that?
That's a
How
good
about we
question.
purge this shit
I
for the
thought
Native
about
Americans, give it back to the original people of this land?
Go for it.
It's our land back,
See what
mother.
happens.
You with dirty mother.
Very dirty.
Grease ball. Oh, yeah, he gonna get me all day. This ragged, this dirty mother. Put it on your face.
It is on my
dirty.
face.
He need to take a shower, cut his hair. You know what I mean?
I could use
Get it
that.
clean.
Trying to be
You
outside.
trying to get a tan,
Not
mother?
trying to be outside. It's a crime to be outside now?
Clown.
Wow.
No, it ain't a crime to be outside. It's crime to be here when you stolen land. On stolen land. It's a crime to be on stolen land. Talking like how you talk.
Were you born here?
Talking how you talk.
Were you born in the U.S.?
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakah, Quadash, the last apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. Now, this is basically going into this whole protest thing, because if I recall, this is going into the whole ICE protest. Now, the funny part is, now you would probably expect me to go into the fact that he's talking about, you know, how we was originally here and all this other stuff. That's cool and all. We learn as we go along, but the thing is, and here's the funny part is, they're out here during the protest. This guy comes up asking, you know, we're here to try and figure out what's going on and all this other stuff. If you notice one thing, is that no one can actually give an answer what the hell they actually protesting about. Nothing. They just protest. And these protests lead to riots left and right. So, and he's talking about the whole, giving the whole land back to everything. They calling him racist. Meanwhile, everybody's walking with every type of color that you can think of, and it's mostly. And when you look into these quote unquote protests, it's a bunch of white-looking motherfuckers, which could be a lot of Edomites or could not be a lot of Edomites. Either one, however you want to see it. But the fact that when it comes to being questioned, no one can give an answer. See, at least when we go out there, we can give an answer while we out there. These people can't. They just do whatever. So while I'm on the topic, and that's why I was trying to, you know, skip through a lot of this stuff, because it was just a lot of nonsense, really. This is 2 Peter 2:12. It says, "But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption." Now, of course, this is for the people, for the guys, or for anybody that comes up against us in this truth. When we speak about the dumb things like y'all protesting or y'all voting, or the things that's supposed to happen, that's to come, such as prophecy. That's for those people. Going any further, it says, "And shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, as they that count it pleasure to riot in the daytime." Mind you, and it makes sense, because when you look at all these riots, you can guarantee every single one of them, but if they would come up to us, they will buck up against us. So this is the reward of unrighteousness, because everybody's fighting to have that normalization again. So the riots is now the new normal. That's all it is. Now they count it as fun to do it. They don't know why they want to do it. They don't even know what the hell they're going up against it for. Because this whole ICE thing, everybody was fine. So like everybody was angry when Issachar was coming in and taking the jobs for cheap labor. Now that the orange man comes in and allows ICE to do what they're supposed to do, what they have to do, now all of a sudden everybody got a problem with it. So, and this goes to the term, you can't please everybody, of course. That's why the Lord only is here for a certain elect, not for everybody, right? Let me continue. It says, spots they are, blemishes sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you. So yeah, you get someone that's come up right cool and shit, and then they flip the script, just like that. Or just like these other camps that was, try to get us to unify with them. Whole time they just deceivers. So so the, funny enough, the even the false camps, well, especially IUIC, can have their own type of riot, which is just marching around, right, just doing what they having police with them and stuff. So here in this society, you can do any form of wickedness and basically get away with it. Because when you think about it, and I did a video on this with the January 6th thing, you have these riots, and then you have all these police here, but no one's using these weapons. Because they say you can have a peaceful protest, and that is correct. You can protest peacefully, but when it turns violent, that's when it actually is supposed to be a course. Of course, they'll probably go by standard rules, tear gas, beat them down, make sure they live. But when things got out of control, just like the whole January 6th thing, which was also set up, you mean to tell me they could storm the place, take over it, and y'all take over the important place, and y'all not going to use your weapons to take down these people? Because mind you, a lot of these people ain't carrying guns. Just like in these riots, just like in January 6th, no one was carrying guns. Police had guns. So why weren't they used? It goes to show you that everything that goes on here is set up to how they want things to be. And these riots is just another form of it. Because when things get out of control, martial law kicks in, and whatever else Esau wants to implement that makes these people's lives harder. Because Esau got them in a state where they're comfortable, and then when it comes to it, they don't know what to do. Now they need something new. But they're going to try to fight for the quote unquote rights that was non-existent to begin with. So this is Romans 12:2. It says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh." And see, a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't know what it means to prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect to the will of our God, because their God is Esau. Their God is that Sejra. So they only follow in the ways of their God. So, and that's why we don't conform to this world, which means being not basically complacent or joined into this world. Because, and mind you, the Lord had a lot of us grow up in this stuff, just for us to come out and see, okay, this is why we don't want to go back there. We could very well end up like the rest of these fools, riding for nothing, basically. You waste your entire day basically doing nothing. I guarantee you a lot of these people either A, don't have jobs, or B, have jobs and just taking off just to go ahead and do these rides at random times, really. Because guess what? As funny as it is, they like to ride, they still got to go back to work and make money somehow. So they got to plan when this happens. And I wouldn't be surprised if these upper henchmen are the ones planning it on what day they want to do it. And it just shows, because all this stuff shows on the internet, television, and everybody can see this place for what it really is now. Trash everywhere, glass broken for rides, cars destroyed, no infrastructure, no order. Yeah, this place has become the laughingstock. And just like from the last video I did in that comment section, he was like, "Yeah, we fighting to try to get things back to normal." The thing is, that would never happen, because the normality is gone. We got new normalities, which is a bunch of chaos, and it's hilarious. And that's the beautiful thing about not being crossed on that side no more, is we get to sit back and watch the rest of these people do what the Lord set them up to do. We get to sit back and watch the chaos. We get to laugh at all these people. They can try to make a difference in the society, and it doesn't. That's the biggest lie we was told in schools, that we make a difference in this place. Our votes make a difference. Well, sure, the votes probably make a difference, even though your votes don't matter. But the electoral votes make a difference. Well, I guess I can't even say that, because no matter who you put in office, the higher ups still tell them what they can and can't do, which in turn makes this place worse and worse. But here, on the outside, on the Lord's side, I should say, there's order. There's a way how we conduct ourselves. There's a better reality that we handle. Better than these people out here, because they don't know what to do, what the hell they doing. They don't even know what to do. They bitch and complain about all these things, but they don't know what to do. See, the difference between us is we know what to do. We know that the Lord tells us to wait and continue His work. That's our job. That's it. All this other stuff is just secondary or useless. Unlike these people that want to go on riots, hey, good for them. Can't say I'm mad about it. We get to see all the dumb stuff, right? This will be the last one. This is Proverbs 14 and 18. It says, the simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. And that you can clearly see who's simple and who is the prudent. Because these simple minions just do the simplest shit. That just goes to show you how idiotic these people really are. Meanwhile, the prudent are the ones that's actually doing the work of the Heavenly Father and actually knowing how to maneuver between these people. Meanwhile, conveying the message at the same time, if it's someone that wants to learn. If it's no one that wants to learn, we know how to leave them alone, let them be the simple. And right now, when it comes to stuff like that, we let them be the simple. The riots and all that other stuff, we watch from a distance. We ain't getting caught up in all that stuff because it doesn't benefit us. We seek the knowledge that the Lord gives us. Meanwhile, these people seek the knowledge of Esau, and they have been rewarded with that unrighteousness. So that's all I have going to that. So, Lord, one, this is a little edifying, and with that, shalom.